The following program contains mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised.
The relationship between a patient and therapist depends on trust, but an alarming headline suggests some therapists are taking advantage of that trust. In fact, a recent survey found 12% of mental health professionals admitting to having sexual contact with a patient. Licensed marriage and family therapist Kiaundra joins us now to weigh in. Before we even delve into it.
Thank you.
That number surprised me. Did it surprise you?
That number did not surprise me. So first of all, we want to say for every viewer out there, it is not okay ever to have a sexual relationship with a client in any case. However, that doesn't surprise me because when you are in a relationship with a client, it doesn't always have to be a position where there's so much kind of like, I guess you can say there's sexual tension, right? So you're in a relationship with a client and there's trust, right? There's vulnerability. There's things that you express in your therapy sessions that make you kind of like put in a position where you can kind of like share those things, right?
But to me, if you're a therapist, and you could be a relationship therapist, you could be a psychiatrist, a psychologist, any litany of degrees you might hold, isn't it sacred that when you go into that field that you take a vow to yourself to not have a sexual relationship with your client?
Absolutely, you should.
So how 12%? This is self-reported.
This is horrible.
Self-reported we know is notoriously low. So you're not, that's why I'm surprised by it, because if you're gonna go into the field of helping people, taking advantage of your client is the last thing you should do. And I don't care what anyone says, there's always gonna be a hierarchy there. If you're in there and you're the patient, you are not going to be in a position of power. So you're not surprised. Is it because you think that some therapists maybe go into the field with ill intentions, or is it because you think they lose their way?
I think it's because they lose their way. I think most clinicians go into the field with the passion and desire to really help people, but sometimes they get sidetracked and sidebarred, and they don't always come through with the position to kind of like see the client's needs in the forefront.
They're human. They make mistakes.
That's very true.
They fall prey to temptation.
Yeah.
And the patient is opened up with them. There is that trust, that bond.
I think that also gets misconstrued though as sexual energy a lot of times.
Right, because you put all your trust in them, and here's this, like, you can't count on anybody else, and that's why you end up here, and here's this person, and they listen to you, and they understand you, and they get you, and then you form this relationship with them.
And then it's broken because of that.